Hi everyone, it's Joseph again from Respawning, back at you again with another event prep video. Doing a little bit different today, looking at an event that's already happened before and how you should prepare for it, even though it's pretty much ongoing now. I believe it just started a few hours ago, and if I'm correct, and you've got 6 days to complete it in order to get 7-star R2D2. But before I get into this, I want to say thank you everyone who's been subscribing recently, leaving comments down in below the video. I want to have more conversations with you. If you want to talk about some of the characters, who you want to Zeta, I'm free, I'm always around. I'll offer any advice I can give. We can just talk about anything. You want to talk about cats, you want to talk about dogs, let's lay it on me. So, without further ado, R2D2, the Daring Droid event. Now, as we remember before, we need a 7-star R2D2 if we want to have a chance of getting Commander Luke Skywalker. So, kind of a big deal. And for R2D2, we're going to need 5 Empire characters at 7 stars in order to unlock him at 7 stars, and 5 stars in order to unlock him at 5 stars. So, pretty standard, legendary event, normal rules apply. Of course, in the store, there's always going to be a faction pass, which will possibly give you, in quotation marks, more than 10 shards. But I would not consider this. It might look like an appealing price. Oh, I'm going to get 300 Short Troopers. No, it's not going to happen. You are more than likely going to get 10 shards, whether you like it or not. And it'll be for someone like Gar Saxon. And you're going to cry. Okay? Because I cried too. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me, alright? Look. Okay, that's Vader. Let's not look at him. Let's go into their Empire characters and get ready. Okay, so while my Empire characters do look a bit beefy now, this will still help people who are doing it now for the first time with lesser tunes than this. Obviously, you're not going to have a Gear 11 Thrawn like most people. So where was I when I did the event? When I did the event, I had Palpatine and Darth Vader at 9, I believe. No, I believe Vader was at 10, Palpatine was 9, we had Tarkin at 7, Pilot at 8, and Magma Trooper at 8. So we have mostly 8s, and then we had Vader at 10, but our key player in all of this event was Palpatine. Palpatine is a character that gives off a lot of, I guess, extra turn meter to Empire characters for doing debuffs, which is what most of our characters will do. Vader has his area of effect ability, Tarkin has his negative status effect thing, and Pilot inflicts tenacity down on his basic, which is all well and nearly. So why does this team work? Well, you have TIE Fighter Pilot reducing tenacity with his basic, and he does generally quite a decent amount of damage on that. And if you can give him some good speed, then he's going to be cranking out more damage to specific targets, and making it easier for you to apply speed down with Vader, or shock with Palpatine, or stun, which is really what's going to help you beat this event. Palpatine we've discussed as the leader. He's one of the core players in this. Most people think Vader is, and his Zeta ability, but I had a lot more luck with Palpatine and then my Zeta, which took forever, by the way. Tarkin we've discussed. He has, ever since his rework, he's able to reduce lots of turn meter with his special. He's able to inflict a lot of debuffs and already getting like a bunch of turn meter for that. So he's going to get like 100% turn meter as soon as he uses that. I believe his unique gives him more potency, allowing him to remove more turn meter, and he can stack more potency on his basic as well. So as you can imagine, it's pretty crazy, and he's going to be able to do more damage depending on the more people that are alive. So he was one of my core players for this. We've got Magma Trooper as well, which is just kind of a sub-slot. I didn't really have any other good characters, and I wouldn't even say he's really good. He'd end up getting killed by the start of it anyway. If you can get an attack offer with him, he reduces a lot of turn meter with his special, which is always nice to do. And he can do 2 attacks with his basic, so I wouldn't say he was key. The only reason I was able to beat this was because of Palpatine and Vader, really. Vader because of his area of effect, damage, and then instantly being able to kill someone, and Palpatine being able to stun and shock certain opponents so they couldn't gain buffs. So, I know I can't exactly hop back into the event to show you, which is very unfortunate because I wish that was a feature, you know? Being able to practice on events you've already beaten with these new crazy squads. But, you know, whatevs. So, from what I remember and what I know, we're fighting Princess Leia, R2D2, Old Ben, Luke, and Han Solo. Actually, and then Chewbacca? No, yeah, okay, it's Chewbacca instead of Luke Skywalker, if I remember correctly, actually. So, the things we have to know about these characters is Chewie and R2 and Old Ben, they're going to be the tankier ones, they're going to be the ones with a lot of health. Princess Leia and Han are the ones that are going to be dealing a lot of damage and are going to be generally a bit more squishier. So my tactic is to, if you have Palpatine going first, you want to get like a stun out on as many as you can, which is always like a good benefit. And then you want to target Han Solo as quickly as you can. Put a shock on him if you can from with a stun. Use Vader to inflict dots and then immediately lightsaber swing Han Solo. Or use TIE Fighter Pilot as well to just do some crit damage on him, get him out of the way. And then you can move on to Princess Leia. Same sort of strategy applies. Use your area of effect, use your tenacity, use your debuffs to get more turn meter and do more damage, and just try to kill her as quickly as you can. And then you've got these characters left, are generally a bit squishier, and R2D2 is going to have a lot of speed, he's going to be able to burn your characters, he's going to be able to stun your characters, and he's not going to be the most friendly person. So what I tried to do was put a shock on characters like Old Ben and Chewie, so that they won't be able to gain any debuffs, they won't be able to they won't be able to taunt, they won't be able to stealth, which is quite important, and they still might try to taunt, which will essentially waste a turn for them and give you more opportunities to attack. I believe you want to try and leave Old Ben for last, because obviously if you kill Old Ben, he's going to give Chewie and R2 some tasty buffs like speed and offense and potency, and it's just going to get a bit more chaotic for you. So if you can, target Chewbacca first, try to kill him off. He's not too crazy, like, I understand people kind of been questioning, he's not going to do too much. Well, you know, he's just another target, and just to get him out the way will be beneficial for you. If you're having trouble, like, taking him down and then having enough juice left to kill R2D2, feel free to go after R2D2 first, just make sure that you don't kill Old Ben before any of these other two. So yeah, try and kill R2D2 so you don't get those stealths, you don't get those burns, you don't get those stuns. That's what's really going to keep you in the dust here. And then, as soon as you kill him, you're going to target down those taunts as quickly as you can. They're not going to be doing as much damage as you. You're going to be able to still be doing more debuffs, getting more turn meter, putting out more shocks, putting out stun, putting that speed down, and you're going to be able to just take these two guys out with your culling blade. If you can get your Omega on the culling blade, it means that it won't get evaded. You're going to be able to do more bonus damage, and as long as you've got this cooldown reduced as well, you're probably going to be able to use it twice. One on Han Solo, then one on one of these other characters, like, straight away. And that's really what you want to, I guess, prepare for in terms of the event. You know, Han Solo's, I imagine, still has the stun on the first go, so if he stuns, like, one of your damage dealers like Vader or Emperor Palpatine, feel free to just reload in. Just wait until it, like, shocks one of your spare reserves, and then use the opportunity to stun everyone, and then, you know, apply debuffs, and then Culling Blade Han Solo, kill off Princess Leia, kill off anyone that deals damage, really. So that's what you really want to try do in terms of who to prioritize over each other. Remember, R2D2 is going to be the one that's doing the most annoying parts against your team, but nothing will stop, you won't be able to stop him unless you can get rid of the damage dealers, which is mainly Han Solo. So that's how I was able to beat it. Definitely prioritize Palpatine as your leader over Vader. The fact that I had Zeta didn't even matter when it came to this event, because I wasn't dealing enough overall damage to, you know, reduce turn meter in the first place. So Palpatine was there to really build up my turn meter, build up the amount of damage, build up the more, like, debuffs I was able to do because of his potency increase on Empire allies. So overall, he was the key. So with that said, I think you can do this with Palpatine leader, Darth Vader, someone like Tarkin and Pilot, and then a reserve. If you don't have Pilot, you can probably just use Magma Trooper, Snow Trooper, Royal Guard, someone like that. as like an extra reserve, you know. As long as you've got Palpatine and Vader, I believe it is possible. The higher gear you can get them, obviously the better, but it is very possible. The fact I did this with a kind of a subpar Vader, I didn't even have good mods at the time. Palpatine had no speed, I didn't even understand mods back then, so I hadn't even optimized pilot for damage or anything like that, so I believe you can do it just with the sources of luck. Remember, if Han stuns one of your main guys immediately, back out, try again, keep going until you have to. Make sure that you can get this R2D2 little droid, because he will be worth it, not only as like an arena character, but you know, to get Captain Luke Skywalker and to just destroy raids here and there, like in the teams that he can fit in. And he is definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. Maybe not as like a unique character, but as someone who like effectively benefits a lot of teams, and you can put him into any arena team because he sits currently in mine. You know, he benefits Rex and Luke Skywalker, but he mainly stuns a lot of dudes, and that's why I love him, because he's great. He's an annoying little dude. And that's all I really have to say about the Palpatine event. Obviously, I wish I had some footage of it. I will link below to other YouTubers who have like their own experiences fighting the Palpatine boss. No, the Palpatine boss. You're playing as Palpatine, fighting against those pesky rebels. So feel free to leave a comment below. How are you getting on with this event? Do you think you need to farm different characters? Just say really quickly, you can get Tarkin in the squad arena. You can get Vader from just pumping out any achievements that you can. Magma Troopers in Galactic War shipments. You've got Stormtrooper and Cantina shipments. So these characters are out there, you just need to find them. But as long as you have Palpatine and Vader at 7, I imagine you doing this. Just keep at it, don't give up, and you'll join the Commander Luke Skywalker club very soon, I imagine. So, thank you again for watching. This has been Joseph, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.